Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an 8.8cm Pak 43 Jagdtiger. It's the German Tier 8 premium tank destroyer, and we're located on the north spawn of Tundra. And the name of the commander is YoMamas. And battle has already commenced, so we'll go straight in and watch the action. Now, as the title said, it's an 8.8cm Pak 43 L71 gun, which is the standard 88mm. It's got a fairly fast fire rate, 11 rounds per minute. And of course, remember, it's 88 caliber shells, so they are capable of penetration of 203mm, 237 with APCR, and damage of 240 hit points per round. Okay, so he's got some targets ahead of him. There's a D54 Mod 1 over there. Oh, receiving fire from that Panther 88. He's got the same gun, basically. And we were spotted there for a second. Enemy does have Arty, so we do need to go unspotted before we pull out into traffic. And there's an AMX M451 up ahead. He's going to try and use the gun depression here to get shots on him. Yep, there's our target. Oh, it's a T28 HTC. Now, that's interesting. The AMX has disappeared and it's morphed into a T28. Oh! It's the reward tank, and he just took a nasty round for 286 hit points. So that's a high roll, because of course, as I mentioned, the damage would normally be 240 hit points for a standard roll. Okay, there's the AMX trying to get a shot on the T28 on his weak points, and that one went straight through. And yes, he did get it into the weak spots, but he took a big round in return, 300 hit points. Trying to get another shot on. It's difficult because he's actually trying to drive up on that rise. Didn't go through, he hit the strong points there. Although it does appear somebody's actually put a round through the magnet, and I think that may have been him actually. He's still using standard AP. Now he's tracked him to hold him in place. Didn't get a penetration, but yep, you can see it was through the magnet. But he actually took him out with that shot, 123 hit points. And we're moving ahead. AMX is the next target. So there is another Jagdtiger in the game. That's the tier 9 version, the standard version, and that's got a 128mm gun. So it's more like the Scorpion in terms of the amount of damage it can do. Trying to get a shot on that AMX. He keeps pulling back, going for the commander's hatch, and he gets a shot in. 240. That was an average roll. Yeah, you can see the hole went in, and looks like the other component's been hit by the our Waffenträger. 201, that's a low roll. Going for him again. And yeah, gets another hit. That's a high roll, that one. 259. Try and go for the shoulders. No, didn't go through. You can see they've put tracks on the shoulders. Trying to go for... Oh, no, that one missed altogether. Can you get through the driver's hatches? No, go for the propeller again. And that one bounced off. Trying for him again. Yeah, that time he got it. 61 hit points. He only needed one more shot. But we've got an enemy at the other end. It's a Progetto 46. That's the tier 8 Italian with the auto reloader. Keep poking around the corner. And his armor's not that strong, but he's still only got 199 hit points off that round. 218, that's still a low roll. Yep, gets another round into him. As he disappears, he's running away because he knows he's overmatched. He can't stop that 88mm gun penetrating him. So he's trying to run away as quickly as he can. Yep, he's got into cover now, but we'll see him again later probably, if somebody else doesn't find him. And yep, there's the Progetto. and we're charging straight for him, even though we've got a 53 TP. That's the tier 8 Polish tank. Coming around the corner. There he is. One through the turret, finishes him off, and he's gone. Now the Progetto has come back. He wants seconds, and he's about to get dealt some. Yes, goodbye. And he's gone. And there goes the GW Panther on the enemy team, which means the Waffenträger auf Panzer 4 is the last one on the enemy team, and he's just over that ridgeline. So I think we're going to go and deal with him face to face. Come here. I have a present for you. It's 88 millimeters wide. He doesn't want to come out. He has got a wicked gun, so we need to be careful. Must respect him. Oh, just look what he just did. He just took out our 50 TP, but the Wizzy 111 is not going to take any anything like that. And he whacks him again for 242. I think we're going to get one more. Yep, that's it. And that's the end of the game. I think Wizzy was a bit upset that he didn't get the kill there. But anyway, it's a victory. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an ace tanker for YoMamas in the Jagdtiger 88. He also picked up a fire for effect for dealing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle, a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills, he got 5, a shell proof for blocking more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle, more shells that would cause the damage to his vehicle, and a master gunner for getting 5 armor penetrating hits in a row, a duelist badge for taking down 2 tanks that did damage to him during the battle, and lastly a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 7 in that one, but there was no other medals, so it's just the ace tanker, but it was a win 8 of 5309. So let's have a look at the team scores. Well, he did get the highest damage. He didn't pick up the high caliber, though. That's for some reason he missed out on it. Maybe it was 20% of the, wasn't 20% of the enemy hit points. He did pick up 3,251 hit points. The Centurion got 2,324. And then the Panther 1529 on his team. The highest score on the enemy team was the T-54 first prototype. He actually managed to get, or was it? No, it wasn't the first prototype, it was the E1 version. First prototype was way down here. The E1, T-54 E1 managed to get 2,723, but he didn't get any kills. And the AMX M451, the one that we were actually firing at, he managed to get 2,084 hit points. So he did do some damage, even though we managed to master him quite nicely. Say the Panther 88 managed to get the Biscuitis. He rushed off into the back area and took out the enemy Arty. So let's have a look at the number of kills. Well, the highest number of kills goes to YoMamas. He managed to get 5. The enemy then, the 53 TP, the Waffenträger, both managed 3 apiece. And then there's a whole cluster of people who managed to get just 2 kills. When it came to base XP, again, it was YoMamas. 1,323 base experience points. Then came the Panther 88, then the Centurion 7-1. So let's have a look at the detail report. Well, he fired 23 rounds during that battle. He got 21 direct hits, 16 penetration. A couple of the shots did go a bit, well, they missed the cupola. He was trying very hard to hit that cupola, but the AMX certainly didn't want him to hit it and was moving about so much that some of the shots just went straight over the top of it. So understandable that he missed a couple of rounds. But he did get 16 penetrations. He did damage of 3,251 hit points, of which 150, only 150, were at more than 300 meters. And I suspect it was actually that first round that he fired at the T-28, because that one was fired from within the dip into the T-28 in the pass. Everything else was fairly close range. He received 6 hits from the enemy. 2 were penetrations, 4 were non-penetrations. And he blocked damage of 1,600 hit points. That's quite a lot. He damaged 5 of the enemy. He killed 5 of the enemy. And on a premium account, he earned 97,230 credits. So you can see the Jagdtiger 88 is a good credit earner. He also, after repair and ammunition resupply, and the ammo is cheap because 23 rounds only cost him 5,292. But there again, he was using standard AP throughout, and of course that does make a big difference. But you can see he was getting the penetration of standard AP. So he took away 86,732 credits for one battle. So obviously it does make the case that the Jagdtiger 88 or the Pack 43 is actually quite a good choice if you want to earn some credits. So it's good value for money. It's worth considering to have it in your garage. Plus, of course, it is a German tank destroyer, and if you've got a Scorpion or if you've got any lower tier tank destroyers, and if you've maybe got a Dicker Max as well, you could share the crews between them, and by doing so you can actually multiply the training on those crews to get them really up to 4 or 5 skills very quickly. That's what I do with my tanks. I tend to put them, take the crew out of one standard tank, and I put the same crew into multiple premium tanks. So in any one particular day when I've got the multiples, I can have that crew go through multiples 3 or 4 times in one day without having to use a booster. So that way I save, and if I do use a booster, then I can increase the amount of training they get even more. So let's have a look at the XP for that battle. Well, he managed to get 1,984 XP, and he got a reward for a mission completion as well, 7,940. That's a huge amount. Then he's got a bonus because this is a premium vehicle, and he had a personal reserve for 100% running at the same time. So he took away a massive 12,108 experience points for one battle. Well, that's certainly going to make his crew experience jump by a percentage point. So I think that's certainly going to have an effect upon future games. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.